Hey everybody, welcome to a video, and today I'm going to show you how to paint Cypher from the Chaos Space Marines, Fallen Dark Angel. So you could say Dark Angel, you could say Chaos Space Marines. Start by priming the miniature black. Then this is going to sound silly. Get some Corvus black, and you want to dry brush that on. You don't want loads on the dry brush, just a little bit. And you should be able to see better. I've got two lights. This is just going to make sure we have actually just primed everything correctly, because you never know. There's always a bit of something that hides from you. I'm just going to dry brush everywhere. I see a bit of his feet. After that's done, get some Granite Steel, and we're going to be dry brushing this on as well, but a lot lighter. This is just going to make the armor look like ever so slight metallic, because they are Space Marines and not Guardsmen. Very sorry. Because to me, a Space Marine is a guy in big, scary metal power armor. After that, get some Cabalite Green. My apologies, sorry, Castellan Green. Picked up the wrong green, I do apologise. Now this is going to be an even lighter dry brush, and you only want to get the armour. So I've got my dry brush ready, and I'm just, because I'm going off of the 90s design, which is, well, he's got bits of green on his armour. So my idea was, his armour is going to be like really, well, just really faded. Like, I used to be a Dark Angel. I'm now evil, and my armor's dark and battle damaged and all that. So that's the kind of thing I am trying to keep it with. Very interesting backpack there. Now I don't need that bit more paint. Up next, you're going to want to get some Warpstone Glow, and this is going to be the first highlight. Move it back so you can all see. We're just going to get all the raised edges on. Sorry, I'm getting used to the lights and whatnot, and my phone quality. I should invest in a better phone stand, really. But you get the gist. I think it's because I am getting my hands in the way of my phone. I do apologise. Yeah, no, raised edges. We're just gonna get them with a nice detailed brush. Now put more on the paintbrush when you need it. Good idea. Once it's done, you'll have something that looks like this. After that, you're going to take some moot green, give out a nice old shake, open her up, put a tiny bit on your paintbrush, and now what we're going to do, the very, very tops of the highlights, just going to dab a bit of moot green on them. You see, not everything, just like that, not everything in the Grim Darker 40k has to be dark. Now the moot green highlights on, you should have something looking like this. And next we're going to move on to the, we'll say the cape. Right, I'll keep this part short and get some cracked stone. And we're just going to use that to base the entirety of the cloak. You know, just like that, really. Obviously, just make sure you don't get any on the armor. If so, clean it up. We're only going to do the outside of the cloak, not the inside. We'll do that bit there as well. We'll do all of that with crackstone. I'll show you. All I'll say is while putting on crackstone is going to take a couple of layers, as obviously it's layer paint, and yeah. We're also going to be painting the hood as well. Once that's dry, get some Seraphim Sepia, and we're just going to put that all over the cloak, just like so. Yep, just like so. Obviously, as you can see, while we're applying it, we'll make sure not to get any on the armor whatsoever. And we're just applying it nice and relatively even. Once that's dry, you're going to want to dry brush some cracked stone just to add a bit of colour. The sepia is more for the insides of the cape as opposed to the outsides, if you can get the idea of what I'm doing. Once that's done, as you can see, that's what I kind of meant, if you get the idea of it. Get some flamed one flesh, and we're going to do the exact same, just on the slightly raised edges instead of all over. Yeah, as you can see, just applying the paint quite nicely here. Once that's done, get some Yeshupti bone, and we're going to be dry brushing just the very highest edges now, and that's it. And that is the cloth on the outside all done. Oh, I've just not one in front of you. So next I'm going to be doing the... We shall do the inside cape, and yeah, inside cape for now. Since the mini's already built, I'm just gonna get a a scraggly brush, and I'm going to use that to also get the inside. I don't know if you can see, but the inside of the cloaks. I'm going to do this bit off the camera because it's a bit awkward to get to, but I'll try my best to show you. As you can see, I've literally got into where I can with that cornred, and I give up with that. So, right, we're going to move on to the 2 bolters he has. I'm going to start by getting admin grey, and you're just going to want to put that over the entirety of, well, the plasma pistol and the bolter. I do apologise for that one. And it's just like so, just all over. All over. Once that's on there, get some Agrax Earthshade. Don't want too much on, but just enough to darken the pistol. Once it's dry, get some grey night steel. Just get a small brush. And all you're going to want to do, you're going to essentially dry brush without a dry brush. You're just going to add that on there. Ever so slightly. There we go, and it's looking quite weapon-like. Next for the plasma coils, take a small brush, get some Telecus blue, and what we're going to do is you don't have to be too neat with this because you're going to do a blue glow. You just want to get the plasma coils and the surrounding area. Next on the slightly on the slightly closer bits, get some Lovren blue. Again, exact same thing, just close to the source of the lighting, as you can see. Alright, so first we're going to start with the handle. That's going to be, well, the handle, the bit of fabric on it. That's going to be corn red. Followed up by a small dry brush of Evil Suns. Next, get some admin grey, and what we're going to do is we're going to cover it in all the metallics of the sword, just like how we did the 2 pistols. Once that's just dry, get some Agrax Earthshade, and I think you know the drill by this point. It's just shade the grey. Once that's dry, get a little bit of grey night steel, and you know exactly what I mean. Once that's done, just get some retributor armour for the bottom of the sword. And as you can see, it just put that on the diagonal bit, just like so. And just add it to the top of this sword as well on the spiky bit. Once that's done, get some Gracia, and on the wings, let me shake that. There we go. On the wing areas, we're just going to pop, you see where the wings are, just pop a coat of Gracia. Once that's done, get a bit of white scars, and we're just going to dry brush it on. Just like so. And finally get some Yashapti bone and just put it on the skeletons there. The ones on his arm, the ones on his knee. And finally, to finish it all off, get some Seraphim Sepia and just add it to wherever you have done the skulls, but don't add too much. And there you have it. That is how you paint Cypher. I hope you've all enjoyed the video and have a good day.